Okay, Journey family, welcome. Aries, Scorpio, and Cancer. Aries, Scorpio, and Cancer. These readings are specifically for. I'm gonna break it up. Aries will be first, Scorpio will be second, and then I'll do Cancer. The song that's playing in the background is by Giveon. It's called "The World We Created." It's been playing in my head for like 2-3 days. So some of you may really like the situations that you're in. You know, you appreciate the person that you're with. And I'm not going to do this as a collective reading, but I am going to say that with that song playing, and I'm just playing it now on repeat because that's going to get it out of my system and on to the next thing that I need to be doing. But, you know, the way the song goes is basically he's just saying, I want to stay in the world we created, the world that we created together. I'm not looking for anything else, anything more. You are me and I am you, and we are full of each other and full with each other, and what we have will get greater. It's a beautiful song. I know a couple who used this as their first dance song, but that was so many years ago. Because this is like from one of his first albums. This isn't the Happy Anniversary. It's not from that album. It's from like previous albums before. Not sure which one, but you can put World We Created by Giveon in whatever streaming service or platform that you use to listen to your music and listen to the words. There may be more messages in there for you. I say stay in the groove of it. And if that is what you like, baby. See that Knight of Cups? It's coming into you. Or it already is into you, right? It's a... I mean, like in the song, they're like making love all day and they're just into each other. So you may have found someone that you really just want to do that with. You want to stay in bed with them all day. You want to love on them all day, making a decision to, is this too good to be true? What's going to happen before or afterwards? Okay. Maybe entrusting, y'all, this Knight of Cups, like, you may be overthinking, like this Knight of Cups, that's serious. Like, oh, God, it's coming into you. You're loving it. Knight of Pentacles, you guys are probably building something together. Maybe you started a business together or you're investing together. King of Cups. King of Cups. The love is real. Okay. But you may be too far in your emotions and not thinking logically. The sword, what is that? 10 of Pentacles. So you guys may have great aspects, but there's some fine tuning that you may need to do in regards to communication or how to grow and build bigger and better. What's up? What are you confused about? Yeah, it's okay. Did you get ready to do something? You look so homeless. What's going on? You really do, baby. I'm gonna need you to take a shower and like, can you fix that edge up though? Like, I'm gonna need you to fix that. You've been going outside the last couple of days. It's all right while you're in the house, but
like I don't. Who am I going outside to impress? Like, who am I going outside to impress?
You don't even want to look good for yourself? Like,
who am I going outside to impress?
You!
I don't need to impress myself. I'm the shit.
Oh, God.
Mom, come on, Mom.
Yes, love. Okay.
I'm about to talk to you about the Wi-Fi, Mom. Like, cause it's like
it's
zippity. Stop working, but if you're still working, then it just must be my stuff. So I gotta be.
Yeah, you might want to unplug your stuff. So the 9 of Cups, wanting to be fulfilled. My son is a gamer, so he gets real intense when his stuff isn't working. And I know something is flipped. Oh, yeah, we like that big old ace of pennies, don't we? The ace of the penny, that ain't nowhere near pennies, okay? But it is the ace of pentacles. So there's something that's going to come greatly out of this connection that you have and how you put it together. But there are, you know, quirks and things that you need to work on. All relationships are that way. There is never nothing not to be worked on. Open up the communication. You may have to be the initiator, even if you are the female energy in the connection, okay? We have to stop expecting men to do everything, or the masculine. Moving into that. Moving into better communication, better love. I just want to stay in the world we created. All right. All right, Aries. So now that collectiveness is over, let's go ahead and get and tap into the Aries energy. All placements, Aries. All placements, Aries. Who's coming? What's coming towards you? It's going to be a general read. Okay, you've been in a battle for your life, battle for your mind, battle for your thoughts, battle for your heart space, battle for your pinnacle. You know, you may be switching jobs, changing jobs, thinking about a new job. Where can you make more money? How can you make more money? Where can more money be made at? You know, maybe you're reselling clothes on Poshmark or ThreadUp. Maybe you started an online boutique. Maybe you are, you know, have some e-commerce stores. Maybe you are getting into government contracting. Maybe you are getting into coaching or learning how to trade and things of that nature. And it's a struggle to get to learning these new tools and aspects, right? You have to find, I mean, like, look at the blood on the swords. This is late nights, early mornings. This is, you know, stress, anxiety, and panic, but not in a bad way. It's just that I need to know this. I need to know it in 30 days. You're like extremely pushing yourself to get to the pinnacles, or at least be able to see it. You want to see it. You want it to come into fruition. You are hoping and waiting for it to, all of your work to pay off, okay? This is work paying off, okay? You've been putting in the work, and we know swords is air energy, so you're thinking, you're plotting, you're planning, you're writing pros and cons lists, and you're giving yourself some hard truths about you may be putting yourself on a strict budget, or your partners or family or friends, you may be putting people on a strict budget, wanting them to acknowledge that, you know, not only do you need help with the finances, but you are doing your best to turn it around, and some things are going to come into fruition for you here. You're just getting the plotting and planning together. I mean, the Knight of Swords and the Seven of Swords is out here. I mean, the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is the leader of the group. It's the one that's saying, no, you know, the delegator. This is how we need to do it. You're probably powwowing a bunch of ideas out to, you know, teams, virtual assistants, things of that nature, directing people what you want done. This is how I want the traffic drove to my site. I need a lead magnet, and I want it to go directly to these packages. You know, how soon can you get that started? The, you know, Knight of Wands, doing it passionately, knowing that things will work, just trying to figure out how, whens, the wheres, the whys, crossing the T's and dotting the I's, so to speak, in your delegation, doing it, like I said, doing it with passion, doing it with drive. This is something that you're extremely interested in too, by the way. It's not something that is just now, you know, it's like ping. No, this is something that you've been working on. You've been working on it for a while. I mean, like, you know, people have taken from you. You have taken a lot of L's, you know, in regards to building this thing. But man, when the floodgates open, okay, they're going to open widely. You got to keep pushing, Aries, okay? You got to keep doing the research. You got to keep posting and staying and and you may be conflicted. You've been working on this for years. I hear people say to you, you've been working on this for years. You still haven't did this yet. Oh, that's still not trademarked. You haven't finished that patent. Oh my God, wasn't that years ago that you said you were going to start that app? You haven't done that yet. And you are in contemplation because you know that the goodness of the Lord is coming. Okay, there has been many leads. Okay, coming. There has been many leads and things showing you have been making strides. There has been purchases off your site. You can see the growth and the potential. Just because they don't see it doesn't mean that you don't see it. Okay, you've been making money, maybe not the kind that you want to make, and it's coming, but and it's going to be extremely emotional fulfilling when it does hit. You're going to be like, yes, I finally did this. It's going to be a great fulfilling thing when you start paying for dinners and you start, offering to do things where you couldn't before or weren't able to do things before. But manifestations, we all know, take time. There are some things that need to be tweaked. You may need to learn some things about your financial literacy. You may need to learn some things about where you're going, who you're doing it with. You have to go through a couple of virtual assistants before you find the one that is really there for you, right? But when it comes, darling, how beautiful it will be at the finish line when you see come into fruition what you have been fighting for, slaving for, getting up in the late nights and early mornings and answering the emails for, creating logos for, I heard, branding and rebranding and taking courses and reading the books and obtaining the knowledge that is necessary for you to get to where it is. And you're going to do it all in your truth, right? The Ace of Swords. Look at all these aces. The Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, like this is fulfillment and pentacles, and emotional fulfillment, not just financial fulfillment, but emotional fulfillment, because it's like working in the yard all day, and plucking all the weeds out, replanting, putting the mulch down, and then stepping back and looking at what has been accomplished. Yes, you're dirty, you're tired, it's been a long haul, but the yard is gorgeous, okay? That's what this is. It is a process that you have been working through, and only you know what that is. This is a general read, as I said before. Only you know what that is, okay? And this could easily be relationships, something that you were like, okay, well, we're going to go to counseling, and then I'm going to work on I'm just going to work on a bunch of stuff on myself. I'm not even going to nitpick with my significant other about what I would like for them to change. I'm just going to do a lot of changing within me that I want to see growth in. And it's like your partner picks up on that and moves right along with you. Once they see the things that you're doing is working, you've changed the way you eat, you changed the way you spend money. Shit, you might have went and watched some sex things and spiced it up in the bedroom too, doing something new, showing new tricks, all of those things. You're elevating yourself, okay? And this Uranian energy that we have moving around is doing that. It's creating a lot of shifts, sudden shifts in people's lives, where it's like, okay, you're either going to shape up and do this, or you're going to just have to figure out something else, right? That Mars and Libra energy, right? Everybody wants to talk about how debilitating it is, but you can also talk about how helpful it is. Now is not the time to be and fight. Now is the time to be strategic. Think about the steps that you're making, right? It's in Libra. You got to balance it out. Think about the steps that you're taking. Are you headed in the right direction? Are these the steps you want to take? What type of time frames is it going to take you to complete a thing? You're building a website. You want to be done by the end of September. You started a YouTube channel. You want it monetized by the end of December. Means you have to post a lot. You know, it means, you know, are you doing the things that are necessary for you to gain what it is that you see, what it is that you know that you can have, what it is that you are capable of gaining? But are you taking the steps? People are always talking about manifesting, and yes, you can use your mind and make amazing things happen, but you gotta get up and do something, okay? I tell people that all the time, and they're like, oh, what about the people that won $1 million? They got up and they went and bought a ticket. Like, they got up and went and bought a ticket. You have to do something to show the universe how serious you are about a thing, so that they can be, okay, they really want to do this. Okay, because it can produce blah, 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 blah. Okay, I see that they're serious about it. They're dedicating themselves to it every day. They're making the moves. They're signing the correct paperwork. They're signing up for the right programs. Let me just bring something else in to help them skip 6 or 7 steps of this, or get directly to the finish line. You are in just as much of control of your destiny as the universe is, okay? I don't care what your birth chart says. If you're not working on the things in your birth chart, you know, how are you going to see any of it come to fruition? Yes, what is for you, but you must work at it so it comes to you easily. You want it easy, right? All of the unnecessary, no unnecessary hard work. No unnecessary hard work. No unnecessary hard work for you, Aries. Blessings and abundance to you. Keep pushing, Aries. Keep getting up every day. If you're getting, or start your day earlier or end it later, or whatever it is that you're doing, keep chipping away at it, because it is all coming to you, my darlings. Okay? Stay in your truth. Who you are is going to help you build this thing. Okay? Who you are, people like you. You're a likable, lovable person. Stay with it. Yeah? Yeah. I just want to stay in the world we created. Scorpio. Hey, me darlings. How are you? I'm going to get us a little light. I know y'all don't really like to come out of the dark too much, but I need to be able to see the messages, my loves. Okay. Blessings and abundance to my Scorpios. All Scorpio placements, what's coming into you? Where are you headed? Where are you going? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we saying? Huh? Let the universe guide. Yes. Give us answers, Most High, to where we are headed. Okay. Working on a new way of fulfilling, right? Fulfilling yourself financially, mentally, physically. You want to be fulfilled in all areas of life, Scorpio. Good for you for acknowledging that now. Your finances is definitely there's pentacles on the board, so things that are tangible, even if it's not the actual, you may be making good money right now, but maybe you want to be emotionally fulfilled as well. What else is there besides these pentacles, Natasha? I have the house, the car, the 2.5 kids. I have the house and the car. I have my investments are growing. Everything, all the seeds that I've planted are looking nice and delicious for harvest. But who am I going to share this with? How am I going to share this with who I'm with? Do I want to share it with who I'm with? Let me rest on that and think about it. Who, where, when, why? Who am I going to share this with? Excuse me, I thought I saw something flip over. Who am I going to share this with? Do I really want to share this with who's in my life now? Or do I want to try to obtain new friendships, new courtships to share this with? Or I'm completely in love with the person that I'm with, but do I want to share my riches with them? Do I want to share my knowledge of financial gains with them? Learning to be a Forex trader was really good to me over the COVID break, Natasha, but do I want to consider who I have been spending my time with? I have to think about that. Who I want to spend my time with. They're fighting over you. You're fighting with them. Because to pick somebody is hectic. You may have a lot of, it is the 7. You may have a lot of suitors that know these things about you, that you are a go-getter and that you are, hardworking and dedicated. But you may need to call judgment on, is it going to be about, my magic stick? Or is it going to be about who I can actually build with? Who knows as much as I do? Or it sounds like they may know more. Someone that I can actually build with emotionally, mentally, physically, right? Because Scorpios want it all. They don't just want someone who is great in bed. Hell, they're great in bed. They can satisfy themselves probably until the end of time. But I need more. God damn, the Pentacles is out. What are you guys brewing or doing? Comment below what your occupation is. Doctor, lawyer, trader, whatever you're doing, the bank is coming, okay? The hard work is paying off. Yes, it is. The hard work is paying off, but deciding on who to spend that time with is a fight for you. Who? Why? Who I'm going to spend this time with. Who am I going to give it with? Oh, somebody. You got an idea. You might not know, but you have an idea of who might be a great fit for this financial gaining world, for this stability that is in your life, coming into your life, or is about to be a huge part of your life, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Pentacle cards. You might as well have all Pentacles out here, okay? You might as well have every single Pentacle out here. Understanding and knowing that it's not just about the money, that there's other things. And kudos to you, Scorpio, for realizing that there is other things that's needed in a connection besides just, I hate those conversations. What else do a woman bring to a table? Well, you need more than money, and you need more than Amazon subscriptions, okay? There has to be emotional fulfillment, spiritual fulfillment. Like, people forget about those aspects of themselves. But not you, Scorpio. You're very aware. Somebody around you has heavy earth in their chart. It's probably the person that you're eyeing the most because they're just as stable as you. They're just as understanding of how important financial stability is, especially now. You must be able to fully take care of yourself, right? You can't be depending on governmental systems and even these corporate systems, right? You're very aware. Somebody from your past. Somebody from your past, probably someone that you've been knowing for a while, that you groove with very well, the sex is amazing with. but there's other aspects of this person that you don't know. Take the time. Maybe take a break from the sexual activity and do other things with them. Go bike riding, go hiking, do something of their interest. Go to an art gallery, you know, do something of your interest. Go to a live musical concert. Do something during the day and then let them go home. Don't do something. We're going to have dinner at 6 and then in the evening, you know, both of you are going to want to go to each other's house or however y'all do that, right? So instead of encouraging the sexual connection as much because you know that it's great, start encouraging other things in regards to your surroundings and that person, right? If you both have kids, do something kid-friendly. If you don't both have kids, or only you have kids, or maybe only the other person have kids, figure out something that you guys can all do together. If you're not involving your kids in this situation as of yet, then do something you and that person can do that doesn't involve anything under the influence, like drinking or smoking weed, or do something sober. Because that's how you're going to know whether you can take this to another level with someone or not, is when you can do things without the influence of sex, drugs, and rock and roll. But you get what I'm saying. When you can do things outside of the influence of an enhancer. You might got something on your hands there, Scorpio. You might got a good one. You know what I'm saying? A good one, baby. A great one. Look how they laid up. Look at that star, baby. I see her, honey. I don't need to look at it because you is the star, baby. Lord have mercy, Scorpio. Blessings and abundance to you. Into your day in your life. On to Cancer. Hey, Cancer. You're part of this group for today. So, I'm going to go ahead and be obedient to what I heard and do it. Okay? What's coming towards Cancer, Most High? Woo! You guys. Okay. Y'all ready? For sure. Oh, please give me a little soundboard for my lovely Cancers. I hope all is well with you. And life is treating you better than yesterday. Okay, I do not do past call-outs. You already know what happened there. It is about the present and the future on my channel. It's about the journey, North Node walking, Jupiter expansion. Now, I'm saying this in your portion of the video, but I did not for Aries and Scorpio. So, everything means something. You may need to check your North Node or where your Jupiter is. Right, you may need to check that. Okay, I could have swore. I'm letting that song play because it has been in my head since 2 days ago. And when I leave a song on repeat, it plays out. Okay. Because it's something that the Most High is trying to get out. There is a message. Okay, what's daunting you, Cancer? What's daunting you that you need to break free from? Love, lust, just the mundaneness of every day, the people in your face, the job that you're on. You're over it. What has you chained and bound, huh? What has you chained and bound? Now, you do have the strength to get through it and the know-how. You're tired of exercising and flexing your ability to get through obstacles in life. Aren't we all, Cancer? Aren't we all? But this is how you manifest, you know. Climbing through obstacles brings manifestations in. You got to keep pushing. You can't just be like, oh, I give up, and then You can't be like, I give up, and then hope that the best is going to happen for you. Yes, you're guided and you're protected and all of that great stuff. I mean, the High Priestess is on the board. We know you're guided and protected, right? But you're going to have to fight. There is something about this Seven of Swords. It came out for every sign today. You know, you guys have to fight it out. You have to fight for it. Fill out the applications. Do the work, Cancer, okay? You might have to climb the tree for the coconut, but it's going to be so worth it. Nope, it didn't fall to the ground for you. But climbing to get it is going to be actually more worth it. The juice is going to be fresher from the coconut. You know, something about it is going to be better after you do the work. There's something about this that the work, it's going to be... it's going to be so much better. I mean, like, she has her hand... Oh, what did I do, Michael? The hand in the lion's mouth while it's roaring, okay? Or maybe it's not roaring and she opened up its mouth. Give me that. You know how you do the children who put something in their mouth and they run off and you grab them and dig it out? Give me that. Or the little doggy, you know, your little pet fur babies. You have to force them to give it to you, you know? You may have to, you're going to have, this is a round that you got to fight for it. This is not something where you can just say, oh, eggs, and then eggs appear. Like, you're going to have to break the eggs, season them, add the little things that you like, you know, bring it all into fruition. You're not going to be able to just sit on this, you know. You can't just sit on it. Keep talking to us, Most High. Keep talking to us. No reversals in this spread. You have the passion and the drive for it. You may have to dig for it. Or maybe someone around you is going to bring it to you. Ooh, Five of Cups. You are so disappointed and tired and weary. Cancer. You know, and I know there's like a retrograde kerfuffle fuck going on right now. You know, oh, I'm sorry. My readings are 18 and over if I did not say that. But you letting somebody have it and giving them the truth about the situation. You don't have the money for this. You don't have the situation set up for this. You can't do this right now. You know, and it's best to be honest and in your truth. Always be in your truth. Doesn't mean it's going to be that way forever. But you're letting them know, like, right now is not a good time for this or that. But it will come later, and the emotional fulfillment is on its way. But you're emotionally disappointed in who you're connected to, how you're connected to them, and what you're connected to. Okay? But the emotional fulfillment and the financial fulfillment is coming, right? Nine of Pentacles is it's gonna be slow, though. And it's probably slow moving because of the emotional state that you're in right now is not giving you a boost to what am I doing? That's the end of the spread. It's not giving you a boost to, look at that, Knight of Swords. It's not giving you because you're emotionally disappointed and frustrated with all of these things and challenges you have going on. It's not giving you the boost that you needed. But the Knight of Pentacles, you know, in the traditional tarot, we know is very slow moving. It may take a while. It's coming. The emotional fulfillment is coming. The financial fulfillment is coming. What you seek and what you need for yourself. And it looks more like emotional fulfillment. You know, you may have to work a little harder at gaining this emotional fulfillment. Maybe you need to see a therapist. The woke tarot therapist on here. Oh my God, I forget her real name. Beautiful Chocolate Lovely. I think it's just called the woke therapist. She's a great tarot reader to watch for mental wellness, as well as Lulu I Love, House of Oshun. When you want real mental You know, and the woke therapist is like an actual psychiatrist. Like, she's a psychiatrist who deals tarot, right? Love that. So you may need to find someone to link up with you to help you with your emotional stability. Maybe you need to see a therapist. Maybe you need to get into some kind of 10-step, 12-step program to help guide. Maybe you need to read books on emotional fulfillment or emotional stability or emotional balance, right? Mars is in Libra right now. So, you know, where you would normally want to fight, now is not the time to fight. You need to be thinking, which is probably why you're in this kind of mode, right? You have no drive to fight, no want to fight. You don't even want to fight with anybody. You just want to go into your shell, but you can't go into your shell right now, Cancer, okay? You have to work through this, because what's for you on the other side is emotional fulfillment. But you can't get there until you work on why you're unfulfilled right now emotionally. What is it? Is it because you have too much on your plate? How can you balance what's on your plate? What type of support system do you have around you? Can someone else get the kids on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or whatever, opposite of your schedule? Can you take a couple of days off? Can you take one day off and just maybe go to a spa? Like, whatever you do for your mental wellness and health, you need to step into that, Cancer, okay? Because otherwise you're going to self-sabotage yourself into the end of the year and look up and not have any of the things that you plan to have or was working towards or could have, and all of that greatness. Okay, but your truth is yours to speak. How you feel, how you think. No one can tell you what's going on the inside of you, but you know. And it's time for you to get the necessary help so that you can elevate, because elevation is here. But you must get help for your mental wellness, Cancer, or you will self-sabotage yourself into your own demise, and you do not want to do that. And you'll look up and it'll be worse. It's like scratching the scab that won't heal, and you keep peeling at it, and then it leaves scars. Okay? See that on my knuckle? It leaves scars. You're over leaving scars. You're going to put the stuff on it that needs to help let it heal, and heal. Fully, completely, truly. Properly. That's suitable to you. Okay? It's time for elevation, Cancer. Everybody's going through it right now. You're no exclusion. Check out Better Help, Better Health, Suicide Hotline. These are all Googleable things, okay? Cerebral, I know, is another one. One of those apps that help you with your mental health. If you have health insurance, listen. Call your health insurance company and get a list of psychiatrists, psychoanalysts, mental therapists, whatever type of mental health therapy that your insurance pays for, and you have a small copay. Look into it, okay? Blessings and abundance to you, Cancer. You will thrive. You must push through. And you will. And I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. And I hope some of the things that I mentioned help get you to a better place. And then that place leads you to an even better place. Blessings and abundance to you, Scorpio. Oh, to you, Cancer. You already know that there's probably in your energy. So just know that life is worth living. Even if you feel like it isn't right now, it is worth living. And I can almost guarantee you there is somebody around you who wants to know that you're going through these things mentally. And if I could, I would give you a big, fat, whopping, long, juicy hug. But I do want you to know that you are loved, you are cared for, and you are needed. Blessings and abundance to you. Continue to walk your North Node and expanding your Jupiter.